Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chase Media channel. Today we're going to be flying from Chicago O'Hare to Cedar Rapids. Okay, this is going to be a full flight. The flight will be a short one. Today we're going to be flying the Boeing 737-800 BBJ2 configuration with the FS2 crew enabled as an assistant, and we will be using the Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC as well. There's no traffic around us at this time. We do have some incoming aircraft. We have two aircrafts inbound for Chicago O'Hare. I wonder if they reach us before. They probably land before we're gonna take off. So with that being said, let's jump into the cockpit and start setting up for our flight. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
All right, so we have batteries, emergency lights, and ground power, and let's set also the parking brakes. Alright, so let's wait for the aircraft to initialize, and we can already jump into the FMC and request the fuel truck. Alright, so here's our flight plan for today's flight. So for today's flight we're gonna need a 10 tons of fuel, tons, 1045. Alright, so let's start fueling up. As for the payload and weights, we have 45 passengers on board today. Passengers on board with a payload of 2,500 on each side. Which just makes the zero fuel weight 55.2. Back to the FMC. And before we're gonna continue our setup, let's tune into Unicom and incoming traffic, oxygen, test up 100%, configuration horn 1 is good, 2 is good, and both are good. Alright. All the light switches are working great.
I'm out for the walk around.
Alright. Okay, back to the FMC. Let's enter our position 2. For this flight we're gonna use our last known position. And as for the origin, we're currently in Chicago O'Hare, which is Kilo Oscar Romeo Delta. Okay. And We're gonna be flying to Kilo Charlie, India Delta. Kilo Charlie, India Delta. Okay, let's uplink our route. This is gonna be a flight for today, very short flight. The setup is gonna be much longer than the flight itself probably. Let's turn some dome lights here. Hood uplink is loading. Let's activate the route. Okay, so before we're gonna continue with that, let's go over to the clearance delivery and because the IFR
Clearance delivery Chase 1 Heavy IFR to Cedar Rapids, ready to copy.
Cedar Rapids. Okay.
Chase 1 Heavy is cleared
That's
to
how you
Cedar
pronounce
Rapids Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.0 squawk 0535.
5 3.
Chase 1 Heavy cleared to Cedar Rapids Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure on 125.0 squawk 0535.
Chase 1 Heavy read back correct. Contact ground on 129.05. Good day.
Okay, so we did change our departure runway, so we're gonna be departing from runway 10 left instead of runway 9 right as we planned. Okay, so departure, we're gonna be directing Nooney. As for the approach, will be direct to Kilo Charlie India Delta.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay, so at the arrival we're gonna expect an ANAV approach to runway 13. In the transition we're gonna select after that. For the performance page we're gonna set our weight, so 55.2 is for our zero weight. As for the reserves, we're gonna set it to 2 tons. 2 tons for the reserves. The cost index for today's flight is gonna be 48. The flight level for today's flight is gonna be 18,000 feet. The cruise wind is gonna be at 250 degrees. 250 degrees at 60 knots. Okay, temperature deviation will be +9. That's mean that's gonna be a -11. As abatement procedure, we're not gonna do any. Flap will be 5, the CG will be 2.8, and the trim will be 4.8. Okay, so before we're gonna set up our takeoff speeds, I'm just gonna set our fuel. Fuel for our flight is gonna be 10 tons, and this is our takeoff speeds. With that all done, we can move on to the MCP. So for the speed, we gotta set it to our V2 speed, which is 148. 148. Very good. Over to the charts up. Let's unload the flight from before and import our current flight from SimBrief. Alright, so now here I'm gonna take the chart for runway 10 left. Look at this one. And I'm gonna take this one as well. Very well, let's set okay. So for the course heading, I'm gonna set it both, and also the heading, we're gonna set it all to 93. Okay, so 93 here, 93 on the heading. We're gonna set this is gonna be the runway heading we're gonna be departing from. So 093, and the other one course also will be to 093 as well. Alright, flight directors are on, mine is master.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
And auto throttle on. LNAV, sorry, VNAV and the heading are armed. The procedure is going to be vector procedure. Okay, so that's all for the MCP. Now on to the radios. So first officer radio, we're going to set it to a current 80s, which is 135.4. Okay, and for the navigation radio, we're gonna set it to the runway ILS frequency, which is 108 decimal 95. Okay, we're gonna set it on my side as well. 108 decimal 95. Okay.
Glide slope.
Now over to the
Wind shear.
Wind shear.
Wind shear. Terrain. Pull up.
Destination
Airspeed
airport.
full. Airspeed
We're gonna
full.
set the
Sink rate.
We're gonna be doing
Pull
an
up.
RNAV approach. So that's
Terrain.
the nav
Pull
radios
up.
here are not
Don't sink.
gonna be
Don't sink. Too low. Terrain.
relevant to us.
Too low.
How about
Gear.
the 80s? We're gonna
Too
set
low.
the 80s
Flaps.
to 124
Too low.
decimal
Terrain.
15.
Glide slope.
Bank angle.
Approaching minimums. 2,500. 1,000. 500.
Okay, so the
400.
rudder trim is at 0.
300.
The aileron trim is also at 0.
100. 50.
We're gonna
40.
let him finish
30.
his
20.
checklist.
10.
Too low. Terrain.
TCAS test. Pass.
Hi, here's the fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
Okay, so apparently my officer is already ready for the brief. So we are at the gate. This is going to be our first flight of the day. First announcement will be waited. The departure will be a procedure via SID. Let's run the brief.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, landing a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1,000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above, flaps up, maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via ATC vectors. No noise abatement procedures required. VNAV is armed. Flight directives are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Departure brief complete.
Okay, so we have those two aircraft that not even started the descent. We have 787 and we have two Dreamliners on our way. And we're probably not gonna meet with them. And they just still at 40,000 feet, pretty much high. Alright. Okay, so the boarding is complete. Let's turn on the APU and release the fuel truck. So we're gonna release the fuel truck. Let's turn on the APU. And also let's do the pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist.
Oxygen,
Tested 100%.
tested 100%.
Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal,
Auto. Windows heat, on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 113. Altimeter 3015.
Heading,
113. Altimeter 3015.
parking brake,
Set.
engine start levers.
Idle cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Okay. That was weird that the throttle moved. Okay, let's switch over to the APU and let's release also the ground power. So, services, release ground power. Thank you very much. And also, let's speed it up. Just a bit.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items
Let's
under the
request
seat in
the
front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments.
Let's
If you
request
need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to
taxi.
accommodate any item in the cabin,
let's
please bring it to the
Ground
boarding
Chase
door
1 Heavy
check
with
it
India
for
ready
you.
to taxi
Also,
IFR.
review the safety instruction card.
Chase 1 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 10 left via taxiway Alpha 20 Bravo Alpha 19er Alpha Alpha 1 Tree November 2 November Zulu. Contact tower on 128.05 when ready.
Okay.
Taxiing hold short runway 10 left via taxiway Alpha 20 Bravo Alpha 19er Alpha Alpha 1 3 November 2 November Zulu Chase 1 Heavy.
Alpha 20. Okay. Then we're gonna taxi to Bravo. Bravo Alpha 19. Alpha 13. And then November 2. And all the way November of Zulu. Alright, we got that.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Before start checklist.
Hello, Captain.
Before start
We're ready for
checklist.
pushback.
Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP
V2 148 heading 093 altitude 06,000.
takeoff speeds.
V1 125 V rotate 137 V2 148
CDU pre-flight.
completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0
Taxi and takeoff
Departure
briefing.
check completed.
completed.
Bypass bin inserted.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 1 then 2.
Check.
Alright, let's start pushing back. And we're gonna want our nose
Once again, ladies and
to
gentlemen,
the
welcome
right.
on board our flight today.
To the left. To the left.
Speaking.
On
Please
Alpha
direct your
1
attention to the cabin crew for port safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft.
Locking gear.
Require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and movement placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, flick the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation.
Release sparking. Commencing push.
push.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Start engine number 1.
Locate the exit
Starting
nearest
engine
you.
1.
The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a
Oil
panel
pressure.
will open and oxygen mask will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull
Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Starter cutout.
Set parking brakes.
Number 2 stable.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
And we have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Flaps 5.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnect. Bypass bin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Flight control check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Check.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detained.
Flight controls.
Check.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
India 1100 Zulu.
Checked.
Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Request taxi
Sky
clearance.
condition clear.
Ground. Good morning.
Temperature,
1. Ready to
13.
taxi.
Dew point 10. Altimeter 30.15.
Cleared to taxi. 1.
ILS runway 9er left. ILS runway 9er right.
Clear left.
ILS runway 10
Clear right.
center. ILS runway 10 left. ILS Yankee runway 10 right. And ILS 0 runway 9er center in use. Landing and departing.
Let's listen to the Unicom. Also, I'm going to set it to 2. And I'm going to set it off to here so it will be ready for it. Okay, let's move. So we're gonna do a shortcut here. Alpha 19 onto Bravo. we are on our
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Alpha 13 exit, which is ahead of Alpha 15 and we need Alpha 13. Gonna be Alpha 14 and probably the 13 is just after Alpha 15 we go in onto the wind area. Which is there. Let's have it into November. Okay, that's pretty much it. And we take November all the way to Zulu. That is all the way to Zulu. Let's see what's up with those Dreamliners. They are at 17,000 feet and the other one is 44,000 feet. So we're going to be taking off before they even we're not going to see them. Maybe we'll hear them, but we're not going to see them. Let's perform a full takeoff checklist of the not just yet, no one. Not just yet, let's check this there. Let's hide over the next step and then we're gonna do the full takeoff checklist. Yeah, we'll slow down because we're not complaining.
Check speed.
Okay, let's do the before takeoff checklist. Yeah, we can do that. Before takeoff
Check.
checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.8 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Alright. So ready for departure.
Check speed.
Right. Did you so fast taxiing at 50 knots? Alright, and welcome to Zulu, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's line up over here. Tower,
Tower Chase 1 Heavy ready for departure runway 10 left IFR to Cedar Rapids.
Chase 1 Heavy altimeter, tree 0.15 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 10 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 10 left Chase 1 Heavy.
Alright, let's announce O'Hare traffic, Chase 1 departing runway 10 left. Alright, let's go. Runway entry procedure.
Okay. Cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
Approaching 10 left. On runway 10 left.
Takeoff.
Thrust set.
Airspeed alive.
Eighty knots.
Check.
V1. Rotate.
E2.
Positive right.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
That's 1.
400 feet. Speed check.
Chase 1 Heavy contact Chicago departure on 125.0.
That's set.
Good day.
Flaps 1 set. Speed check.
Going to 125.0 Chase 1 Heavy.
Chicago traffic, Chase 1
Flaps
is
up,
cleared of
set.
runway 10 left. Update takeoff checklist.
Chicago departure Chase
After
1
takeoff
Heavy is
checklist.
passing
Engine
2,400
bleeds.
feet,
On.
climbing
Packs.
6,000
Auto.
feet.
Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Okay.
Check.
Okay.
Okay. Thousand to level.
Chase 1 heavy climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet, chase 1 heavy.
Here they are. Just on the way there.
Chase 1 heavy contact Chicago Center on 120.35. Good day.
120.35 for chase 1 heavy. Chicago Center chase 1 heavy is passing 9,500 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Hello there, no, I'm not a real pilot.
10,000.
Welcome on the board, though.
Happy to release the cabin?
Okay.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication
In
and
just a few
navigation
moments,
systems.
we're good to engage autopilot in just a few moments. We're climbing over 10,000. And let's set the altitude already to 80,000. Set flight level 180. Set the flight level 180.
Flight level 180 set.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it is, but you get used to it. Okay, okay. 14,000 feet. We have those guys just behind us, the two Dreamliners. And this one is descending. They're currently one that is close to me is at 9,000.
Flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180, chase 1 heavy.
Select LNAV.
LNAV. Autopilot on. Check.
Let's switch to autopilot.
1,000 to level.
That's very good. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a few moments.
So that's gonna be a good time to set up for our approach. Alright, so
We request that you keep the aisle clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety. Thank you.
let's do that. Where is my iPad? It is.
Chase 1 Heavy, you are 800 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 180.
Altimeter setting.
Okay, right.
Descend and maintain flight level 180 Chase 1 Heavy.
Chase 1 Heavy contact Chicago Center on 133.35. Good day.
For some reason, VNAV was disengaged.
133.35 for Chase 1 Heavy.
Transition set altitude. Transition set altimeter. Sorry. Transition set standard. Okay, it does not get it. Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 188 now.
Okay, great. All right, let's back to the setting for the setting up for our approach. Okay, so we're gonna be expecting an RNAV approach towards our destination. All right. Set course your side 134.
134 set.
Set heading 134.
134 set.
Okay, the navigation reviews are set. Let's prepare for our brief. So I'm gonna be arriving via vectors when the runway is one. Missed approach altitude will be 3,000 feet. Final approach altitude will be. We're gonna set to also 3,000 feet as well. We must be the festiculator on the minimums is 1120 feet. We will arrive in at the gate. Flap will be 30. The procedure will be by RNAV approach. Okay, let's run the brief.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via ATC vectors. For an RNAV approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 3,000 feet. Decision height is 1120 feet. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Okay, let's get rid of the iPad here. Alright, so let's go over to the FMC and onto fixes. Where is the fix page? Alright, so we're gonna have 1 kilo Charlie India Delta, and I want 5 miles from it, 5 nautical miles from it. Then I would like 10 nautical miles marker, and I would like also 15 nautical miles from this fix. See, that's all set. Let's do the plan. Let's step, and as you can see, it's all set up. We're going to be over the airport to the night fix, and then we're going to be beginning our approach. So that's all fine. Back to the map. Can you tune into the ATs already? Let's see. Our destination from the airport is 89 nautical miles, then no. At 70 nautical, 70, At 70 nautical miles, we will be able to view the Aegis already from the destination. Alright, let's see the chat. Well, the simulator gives you a lot of knowledge about the aircraft, but you do need to learn a lot. You also, the controls might be pretty different. Yeah, but the pilots, from what I understand, my father was a pilot before. You can. In the cabin, in the cockpit, you don't hear the cabin noise. This is from what I understand. And yes, the cabin noise can pretty irritate people. All the noise and all the different kind of people. Let's request also our focus for the descent. And our focus uplink is ready. Let's load it up. Okay, so this is our view of speed, which is 1.7, and let's set the minimums. I didn't do that yet. So 1104 the minimum. So let's dial it up. 1120. Cover. Okay, big cover. Alright. 1120. Okay, so the descent will be, we will be descending in just 70 nautical miles. And the vaccine network is pretty quiet. We don't have anyone around us. As you can see, this is the weather. This is our plane. This is our two wingers. Can't quite hear them. I had a big one flight as well. Having a long flight together. The type of command, both of them have command like together to Chicago or Mel. That is crazy. It's a lot of fun. And the Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids, we don't have anyone flying there. As a view in the United States, pretty quiet. So we can see Europe is crazy. And a lot of flights there. While we have a tower also. In Dubai we also have a tower at work on the ground. have about 52 nautical miles before the sun. And it's going to be descending by 8,000 feet. We're going to be requesting and a descent of 8,000 feet at the beginning. Maybe we can speed up a bit to get there faster. Let's see. Let's speed it a bit. Okay, let's take us to the Bravo pole. And we'll be just on the line, not overspeeding. We don't want to overspeed. And we'll be on the line. Just be right on line, and we will be arriving at 12:28 Zulu time, which is mean about 7 minutes of cruising before our descent. Okay. At this point I will much appreciate if you like and subscribe to my channel, and if you like my video you can get it in the description below on the YouTube channel or video of this stream. And okay, we do this I stream pretty much every day here on the channel, so you are welcome to join me on the channel. Be descending in just a few minutes now. Let's see the taking place.
Chicago Center, Chase 1 Heavy flight level 180.
Chase 1 Heavy, Chicago Center, continue as planned.
Check if we can do already the AT set at destination airport.
Cedar Rapids Airport information, Mike 1200 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition 10,000 feet, scattered few clouds at 14,000 feet. Temperature 16. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.10. Visual runway 13 in use. Landing and departing runway 27. DFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Mike. Cedar Rapids Airport information, Mike.
So wind is calm, visibility is 10 nautical miles. We have a great weather over at Cedar Rapids Airport. Let's check the runway. The runway pretty much probably will be a short runway at Cedar Rapids. So we got runway 1. Wow, it's a short one. They have like another runway of 8,600 feet. Well, we will try to land on the 1-3. As you can see, the 1-3 is only 6,200 feet. When we have the runway 9 of 8,600, which is way longer. With this runway of 1-3, we will probably end up all the way to Charlie, And then we're going to be taxiing via Charlie until crossing runway 27, Alpha, Alpha 9, and then over to the terminal. And let's see what we have now.
Chase 1 heavy contact, Chicago Center on 133.905. Good day.
Okay.
133.905 for Chase 1 heavy. Chicago Center, Chase 1 heavy flight level 180.
Chase 1 heavy, Chicago Center. Continue tonight as planned.
We're going to be trying our best to land on the
Chase 1 heavy descent and maintain 10,000 feet.
Alright, descend and maintain 10,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet, Chase 1 heavy.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 850 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
VRAF 147, minimums 1120 feet.
VREF 147. Minimums 1120 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Alt intervene. Set alt intervene. Alright, and here we are descending. Oh yeah.
Chase 1 heavy, please expedite your descent 10,000 feet.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
Cancel checklist.
Roger.
Contact Chicago Center on 132.8. Good day.
Going to 132.8 Chase 1 Heavy. Chicago Center Chase 1 Heavy is at 15,600 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, Chicago. Center altimeter 30.12. Continue tonight as planned.
I planned on a smooth landing over the Cedar Rapids airport. As it turns out, the runway is pretty much a very short one, so we're gonna be probably ending up with a firm landing after all. But also we can use a go around, maybe. I'll check the traffic cover. So we have those Arman Dreamliners. One of them is just landed in Chicago already, and another is on its final. And here we are over to Cedar Rapids Airport.
Thousand to level.
Heavy contact, Cedar Rapids approach on 13.05. Good day.
Cabin crew, prepare for land.
134.05 chase 1 heavy. Cedar Rapids approach chase 1 heavy is at 10,500 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
Chase 1 heavy, Cedar Rapids approach altimeter tree 0.12, continue tonight as planned. Chase 1 heavy, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet for chase 1 heavy. Okay. So we're gonna be slowing down. Before we're gonna slow down to 240 knots.
10,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet, chase 1 heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agency, flight or video monitors, and press terminal for connecting to gain information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin security for landing. We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or we have off the aircraft. Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices. Don't these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins of items that may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables or return your seats to their upright positions and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
We're going to use brakes, auto brake level 3. We're going to be using full thrust, reverse thrust. We have a very short runway here. And after we're going to fly overnight, we're probably going to receive vectors to Halo. Halo. And the 13 miles markers that we placed here.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
We are going to be landing on 181. speed, choose this one. This is the short one. But we also don't have anything around it. We have just fields. Upper
1,000 to level.
Not having tree, which is pretty good on the field.
Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters
3011 set.
3011 set. Approach checklist completed.
Okay, let's check our weights. 63 tons.
Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach altitude is set.
3 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 13 approach via Charlie India Delta transition. Cleared to Charlie India Delta.
Charlie India Delta.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 13 approach via Charlie India Delta transition. Cleared to Charlie India Delta chase 1 heavy.
Charlie India Delta. Yeah, not this simulator specifically. I had this is the flight simulator 2020. I was flying on the flight simulator 004, which launched at 04. Then the FSX, which is launched in 07.
Chase 1 heavy. You are 7 miles west of Cedar Rapids.
A long time.
Contact Cedar Rapids Tower on 118.7 when inbound.
Tower on 118.7 chase 1 heavy.
Okay, so I'm gonna be entering our hold here.
Cedar Rapids Tower chase 1 heavy 7 miles west inbound RNAV runway 13 approach.
Let's slow down to
Chase 1 heavy Cedar Rapids Tower. Altimeter 30.11 wind 1901 at 6. Cleared RNAV runway 13 approach.
1901 at 6. 1901.
Cleared RNAV runway 13 approach chase 1 heavy.
Set heading 191.
191 set.
We're gonna enter our hold right now. 5 miles, 5 nautical miles detour. Everything looks perfect. The center fuel pump almost both gonna be switched off. Just one of them already is off, but we have another one. We're gonna switch it off as soon as we get the orange light here. It's gonna be in just a few seconds, probably 1 minute. 1 minute or so. Speeds. Alright. Let's do 40 flaps 40 landing. Because we got a short runway. And we want to be as slow as we can.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via ATC vectors, or an RNAV approach. Planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 3,000 feet. Decision altitude is 1,120 feet. Missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Okay, exit is flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1 set.
Right. There we go. 1. So at payload will be still maintaining 3,000 feet. After payload we're gonna be descending to front to 2,500 feet. Flap 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5 set.
Speed brakes are armed. Okay. Gear down. Gear down, flaps 15.
Speed check. Gear down. Flaps 15 set.
Flaps 30.
Speed check. Flaps 30 set.
Flaps 40.
Speed check. Autopilot off. Flaps 40 set.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Down.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flap 40 green line.
Landing
Chase
checklist
1 heavy
completed.
wind 191 at 6. Cleared to land runway 13.
Cleared to land runway 13 chase 1 heavy.
Approaching. 1, 3.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Stable.
$500.
500 feet.
400.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverser's normal.
900 meters remaining.
60 knots.
6.
Auto brake disarm.
Meters remaining.
Okay, to clean up.
Roger.
Chase 1 heavy turn next taxiway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign in the aircraft. Safety navigation. This will be your indication it is safe to move out the cabin, gather your belongings, and depart. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
Chase 1 heavy contact ground on 121.6.
Thanks.
121.6 chase 1 heavy.
It was smoother than I expected. You know, this is a short runway. I thought it was gonna be do a firm landing, but We're gonna look at the stats in just a few minutes. In just a few minutes to see how we did.
APU on the buses.
Cedar Rapids ground Chase 1 Heavy request taxi to the gate.
Chase 1 Heavy taxi to gate 8 via taxiway. Charlie, cross runway 27 Alpha, Alpha 5 Delta.
Okay.
Taxiing to gate 8 using taxiway Charlie, cross runway 27 Alpha, Alpha 5 Delta, Chase 1 Heavy.
So let's taxiway gate 8. Okay, gate 8. Yes, we would like this gate. No, we will not. Yeah, that's on me. Okay. So diffuse on the buses. Yeah.
Approaching 27.
Let's close the runway here. And also, let's check the range landing rate monitor. Okay, landing rate monitor. Well, we're taxiing over to the gate. For some reason, the OBS won't display the landing monitor. Let's fix it. So we had a perfect landing today, less than 200 feet, which is 200, 200, 300 it's considered a firm landing. But today we got to land on the short runway, and we had a perfect landing today. Pitch was 4 knots. 4 degrees pitch. Let's select it with our profile here, our LRM. So this is our gate. Lights and doors.
Check.
Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check. Hold on, we don't have a power source.
And why is that, are you wondering? Thanks to our first officer, he just did not turn the APQ, but no worries, I got us. So You can hear the IR screen. So anyway, let's look at the deboarding procedure ready to begin. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps
up.
Parking brake
released.
Engine start levers
cut off.
Weather radar
off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Secure the aircraft. Secure checklist.
Secure checklist. IRS off. Emergency exit lights off. Window heat off. Packs off. Secure checklist complete.
Alright, let's shut down. A ground power off and battery is going off right now. And everything is cold and dark. Okay, thank you very much for joining in. Let me just take a look at the chat here. Right there. Another glance at the chat. Alright, check this out. Well, you need to train. Yeah, it's a lot of buttons, a lot of procedures, a lot of stuff. You know, even after all those years, when I was flying, I still have something to learn. And always, you have a lot of things to learn. It's like the simulation of the real world, you know. Thank you very much for joining me and tuning in. This is the end of my stream for now. I will be streaming today. Later on today. I would much appreciate if you could like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitch. If you like my aircraft livery, you can get it in the description below at the YouTube channel, at the video of this stream at the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hope to see you on my next streams.